Today, we're diving into a handful of powerful factors that Google uses to rank businesses in Google Maps. This isn't guesswork. Google tells us exactly what matters most. Specifically, Google says 3 things will make you rank locally. Stick around because by the end, you'll know what these factors are and how to leverage them to rank higher and attract more local customers. Hey there, it's Chris with Footbridge Media. We help contractors and home service providers get found online, earn more local leads, and build successful businesses. That includes helping small businesses to show up and rank well in Google Maps. The Map Pack, the top 3 local Google business profile results that get triggered from most home service related search terms. That place is ideal placement for a contractor. Being number 1 in the Map Pack usually means you're getting more leads and more jobs. And while Google typically doesn't reveal a whole lot about how their search algorithm works, Google Maps is a different story. Google's own documentation identifies the 3 main factors in local ranking. So let's take a look at what they've said and talk about the steps to make sure your business gets seen locally. And make sure you stick around to the end to see what factor you have the most control over in your day-to-day business operations. If you like getting free contractor marketing tips and tricks like this, make sure you like and subscribe to see more content like this in the future. The first local ranking factor that we know directly impacts your Google business profile ranking is distance. Google considers how close your business is to the person searching. The closer you are, the more likely you are to rank. The searcher does not have to specify a location. They don't need to enter the name of their town or say near me in the search. Google uses the physical location of the device and other known user data to determine where they are for the context of the search. If you're a contractor, you're probably saying one of 3 things right now. How does Google know where my business is located? But I'm a service area business, not a store. I work everywhere. Or how can I just pick up my business and move it closer to my customers? So how does Google know where your business is physically located? When you first verified your Google business listing, you had to use a physical mailing address for the sake of verification. You probably requested a postcard with a PIN number from Google, or maybe you had to get on a video call with Google and walk your property to prove where you were. That location is the center of your area of effectiveness. So if your address is in the middle of a densely populated area surrounded by potential clients, that's great. But it also means if your business is in the middle of an industrial park or otherwise further away from where you prefer to work, that means you'll be fighting hard against the distance ranking factor. The actual distance isn't set in stone. It varies depending on the density of your competitors. So if you're in a small town and there isn't another contractor around for quite a while, you may rank out 15 or 20 miles. But if you're in a densely populated urban area and you've got lots of competitors, chances are that your area of effectiveness will be more restricted. But I'm a service area business, not a store. I work everywhere. Yes, Google understands that, and they even have a whole different setup for service area businesses, or SABs. But that doesn't change the fact that your distance is still a key factor. You can add service areas to your Google business profile, which is great for prospects who interact with your profile or your knowledge panel about the areas where you work. However, it does not appear to directly impact your local ranking. So how can I just pick up my business and move it closer to my customers? If you now know that your Google business profile mailing address is the center of your area of effectiveness, you should plan for that. You still need to make sure that your business address satisfies all of Google's rules. So that means create your business profile for the actual real-world location of your business. Virtual offices will not work. Businesses can't use a co-working space as an office unless you have branded signage. Your business accepts clients at your location during the business hours, and your staff is available on site during those times. And if you're a service area business, you should hide your business address from customers. So while you can't change your physical location constantly, you can make sure you start off your Google business profile in the right area to give your business a fighting chance. As a warning, don't just change it yourself right now. This is a major undertaking that risks triggering re-verification. That means your Google business profile visibility may get messed up. So work with an expert like Footbridge Media when at all possible to help guide you through the process. Doing this wrong means risking Google business profile deletion. And that means you have to start again from scratch. Even if you're close by, Google needs to know that your business matches what the searcher is looking for. That's where relevance comes into play, the second Google business local ranking factor. Google decides this by looking at how complete and detailed your Google business profile is. The more information you provide, the better Google understands your business. So fill out every section of your profile, especially your services, descriptions, and categories. Use keywords naturally in your business description, and keep your profile fresh with regular updates, including new photos and posts, That's more for the sake of potential visitor interaction and conversion. The goal here is to spoon feed information to Google to make it crystal clear that you are the best match for local searches in your industry. Be careful here too. Category changes can also trigger re-verification. If anything, that demonstrates just how powerful your primary category can be in your Google business profile success. Don't forget, you can also add additional categories beyond your primary category to help Google better understand your business model. If you're DIYing, make sure your category changes and any Google business profile update is done purposefully, and know that re-verification is always a risk. If you're using professional Google business profile management through a marketing agency, much like Footbridge Media offers to our contractors, it's best to communicate with your agency about best practices and not just pull the trigger yourself on those types of changes. The final factor, and perhaps the factor you've got the most control over in your day-to-day business operations, is prominence. Prominence is about how well known and respected your business is, both online and offline. Prominence comes from your online authority, reviews, and mentions across the web. So you can build your prominence by doing things like getting your business listed on relevant directories like Yelp, Angie, and the BBB. These are often called citations. You can earn backlinks from local websites, community blogs, or even your local news outlets. You can make sure your website accurately represents your business and it's well optimized using good SEO tactics. Your organic ranking can impact your maps ranking. And regularly mention nearby towns or neighborhoods in your online content. This helps Google associate your business with the larger area. The more Google sees you as a trusted, prominent business, the higher you'll climb in local search results. The biggest takeaway on prominence is the importance of your Google review count and rating. This is another one that we can take directly from Google's own documentation, where they say more reviews and positive ratings can improve your business's local ranking. You should encourage happy customers to leave Google reviews and be sure to respond to each one, whether it is glowing praise or constructive feedback. Asking for the review on every single job may be the biggest contributing factor that you can control when it comes to getting more leads from your local presence on Google. So to recap, distance, relevance, and prominence are the three pillars that determine your ranking on Google Maps. That means you should make sure your Google business profile verification address follows the rules while also being in an area that makes sense for finding local customers. You should fully complete your Google business profile, and you should actively seek reviews to build your online presence. Doing all this alone is difficult for a small business that already has a lot of work to juggle. If you need help with your local marketing presence and your Google business profile ranking issues, the pros at Footbridge Media are always ready to help. You can see how we help contractors get more local leads with our SEO and review management services by checking us out online at footbridgemedia.com.